Hey guys, this is Luthais, and I'm excited, guys. Hope you're excited. Miscreated's got a great future ahead of it in 2018, and today I'm here to tell you guys about all the future plans for Miscreated, everything the devs are gonna work on in 2018. Now, guys, the thing I want to start off with is Miscreated is the best survival game at the moment. Okay? The only competition that it can face is basically Dead Matter. Okay? If Dead Matter fails like Survive the Night has failed, then Survive the Night or Miscreated will definitely be the best survival game up to the end of 2018 and just getting better. Now, guys, one thing I want you to do is if you enjoy playing this game, then I want you to go to Steam and I want you to put down a review on Steam. If you've already done a review, then update your review, please, because it helps the game a lot. Okay, at the moment, I think the Steam reviews are like mixed, and if all of us just stand together, and write reviews, and our positive comments about the game and how it's helped us and how it's realistic for us, as soon as the game gets to positive or very positive, it's going to let a lot of more players come in and make it a whole lot more fun for us. So yeah, that's the first thing. Just focus on that. The second thing is I've got all the Twitter handles, or most of the Twitter handles for the team, the development team, and it's at the bottom. You guys can follow them on Twitter and yeah, follow all the guys that you're interested in and who gives you great info. The other thing is, of course, the Discord server. You guys can join the Discord server for Miscreated, and yeah, just basically you can give suggestions there. Try and talk to some of the devs. You guys can talk to testers, guys that test Miscreated out. My man Kniff is a great guy, very friendly. Give him a shout out if you talk to him. Tell him Luthais says hi and thanks for all the help. And yeah, you guys can just chat about the game there and get some help. There's a lot of people there that have played the game for as long as I have, so yeah, will be great. Now, to start off with their plans for 2018, their main goal is basically to get the core of the major game systems in place. Okay, that doesn't mean they're not going to stop working on different aspects of the game, but they need to get the major game systems right, and then they'll go into beta. That's their plan for this year. And then during this year, they're going to leave beta and then keep working on the game as they go on, but they want to make sure the core game systems are in place and everything's working right. Now, the various things that they're aiming at in 2018, things that they want to work on, is first of all the game world, which is about 75% complete at the moment, and they will try to they will constantly work on the map to get it to 100%, to complete the whole map. But even when it goes into beta, if it's not complete, they will be constantly working on it. And they've given out a nice screenshot of the new docks. Looks quite cool. And yeah, very glad they'll be working on that the whole year to give us all the running area we need. Another thing that they'll be working on is repair kits. Now, the repair kits will be mainly focused on the melee weapons, which we use to break into bases, like hatchets and pickaxes and stuff like that. And then later on, they will start working on weapons, and they'll bring in support for ranged weapons degrading. So as you're using your weapons, then of course, your guns will start degrading, and you'll have to use repair kits for your guns as well, which is also nice. The other thing is farming. You guys will be able to farm in your base And yeah, that will be quite cool to just grow food there, and it will of course make the spawns in the world a bit less or more manageable. And then there will be certain areas for you guys that don't want to build a base. There will be some areas where you can farm as well. Now guys, the one thing I've been looking forward to for a long time is the temperature, but they say it's very complex and there's a lot of things that they need to take into account. Now, I'm disappointed that I've been waiting this long, but it's actually a positive that they're going to bring in such a lot of different aspects into the temperature system, which is of course connected to the weather. Okay, whether it's snow or a hot day, or whether you get wet, like swimming through the water, and the clothing that you wear and stuff like that. So they're gonna, and of course, various stuff. So they're gonna bring in a lot of things are gonna be connected to your temperature. And of course, if someone throws you with a Molotov, there's a bunch of things that they need to put into the temperature, which will take them a lot of time. But I'm glad they're putting in that extra effort to make it as realistic as possible. So that will be awesome. The player stats, which is a problem at the moment, is the player stats will basically persist at the moment. So if you've got a bleeding mark and you log out, when you log back in, they'll be working on it so that it's all your stats will stay on your character as soon as you log out and when you log back in. And that of course includes bleeding markers, radiation, torpidity, and all those other stats of your character. Base building parts, they will definitely be adding more base building parts, but their main focus will be on the mechanics of the base building. Things like disappearing parts and friends not being able to place tents or campfires, in their clans' bases. And yeah, I hope they're going to work on different kind of things that people do to still make their base or their loot inaccessible. So yeah, the main focus won't be on parts, but definitely the mechanics of the base building and different things that various players have issues with. Now, prone, just like temperature, has been in the works for a very, very long time, but they are still working on prone. But again, a lot of different aspects going to prone as well, and things that they need to look at that players won't be able to exploit. And of course, just trying to make it work perfectly and right, so that they don't bring something into the game that's half broken and which they'll have to take out again. That happens quite a lot, where they bring something into the game a bit too early, and then players find a lot of problems with it that they have to pull it back out. So yes, that's good as well. And then their inventory UI. As you guys know, last year the UI for the starting screen changed from black to something cool, and they are working on the new inventory UI. They say it looks a lot better. They're just testing it out internally, and with the new look that I'm sure is just going to be as awesome as the change that they brought in the starting screen, they're going to bring in new features as well, which I'm very excited about. They don't expand on the new features, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Then the one big thing that I've always had a problem with is clothing sets. They bring in more clothing sets, and the three main ones are the ghillie suit, the hazmat suit, and the raincoat. And then additional sets will be brought in for the police station and the fire station and other places. Now, the ghillie and the hazmat and the raincoat will of course be the ones that they're focusing on, and later on they'll bring in a lot more variations, but that will basically just be for role-playing purposes, so that won't be one of their focuses early on. Now, of course, the other thing that they're looking at is vehicles. Now, they won't add more vehicles, but they are definitely going to be working on um, they're going to be working on improving the damage stats of the vehicles, okay, so that your vehicle doesn't burn for no reason or explode for no reason. So yeah, that's a very big positive for me. They say they're going to change the bicycle handling physics to the dirt bikes physics, so it works on the same. But yeah, I'm not very impressed by the dirt bike mechanics at the moment, but they did say that's a work in progress. So as soon as they get the dirt bike mechanic physics fixed, I'm sure we're going to be very happy with riding a bicycle or a dirt bike. You guys can ride the bicycle, I'll stay on the dirt bike, thank you very much. The other thing which I'm very excited about, and which I feel is a must for new players, is Steam features and achievements. Now, in my personal opinion, I hope they bring in as much achievements as possible to force the new players to explore the game as much as they can. And yeah, just to give all the new players a mission so that it doesn't feel goalless for the new players. I mean, if you're an experienced player like me, there's a lot of things you can do to have fun. But I know a lot of new players complain to me that, it feels a bit lackluster and just kill on sight, which new players don't find very appealing. So yes, the achievements are gonna make things, make things great, and I'll be sure to complete those achievements as soon as they come out. See if I can break a record and, get all the achievements there. And like I said, I hope they bring in a lot of achievements so that, it can keep us busy for a year trying to complete those achievements. And then, of course, another great thing is team support for inventory, for your inventory items and workshop. Now this is going to be exciting. If they add Steam support for your inventory, which you can go look at in your Steam inventory. I'm not very excited about selling, different inventory items. Yeah, like I said, I'm not very happy with that. If they feel that will be like a trading system, I think a trading system won't be too bad, but then they will need to handle the market. I'm not very happy with the fact that maybe players will be able to sell their inventory items to other people, but yeah, the main thing that I'm excited about is the workshop. If people can change the designs of clothing and make it more appealing, and again, make us look unique in the game with the workshop, that's going to be a major plus for me. But of course, like I said, that's a big thing with Steam, the Steam features and the achievements, and of course the support for inventory and workshop. So definitely overall something we can be very excited about. And then, of course, my biggest thing in the game is the AI system. The AI system for me isn't very immersive with the mutants, and yeah, I've talked about that for quite a bit, but they are planning a lot of improvements on the AI system. And the big focus is to make it more rewarding for players to attack mutants. Like mutants, the new mutants that they are going to bring out are going to have different combat behaviors and attacks. And if you attack them, they'll have different hit reactions to make the combat more rewarding, and of course, with better visual and audio feedback that you'll get from the mutant, which of course will just add a bit to the immersion, which I'm crazy about. And I want more and more and more of this, but yes, the main thing is the two new mutants that they bring into the game. Actually, not two mutants, just one mutant. They bring in a bear. Now, the bear is great, A lot of us have been asking for more wildlife, so I'm very, very impressed that they're listening to the community and that they bring out, the things that people are asking for. The main thing I want with the bear is that it does a lot of damage, like the brute, and I hope we won't be able to run away from the bear, so that it's not so that the wildlife or the mutants can kill players easier, but I want players to be more careful when they get to these mutants, or a bear. Okay, wolves have killed me on a few times, but there are other times when I can get away from them quite easily. So the fact that you can't get away, just run away from a mutant or wildlife, is a very important aspect for me, because that will keep a player on his toes more. That he doesn't worry about detection, and if people are worried more about detection, stealth, will become a better part of the game, and again, it will make the environment feel more realistic, and of course give you a more sense of fear and dying. And then of course the most exciting mutant is a spider-like mutant. Okay, here's a picture of it. Looks really, really cool. And yes, now with the spider, they are gonna implement these new different combat behaviors and the hit reactions they're going to add to the spider. So the spider is going to be our first example of new things that they bring into the AI, with the reactions, and of course with the visual, the audio feedback, and then I'm sure then later on they'll bring it into the others. But yes, what I'm hoping for is that the spider can be something that can catch you very quickly. Bugging me, if it jumps, it will just be awesome. So yes, very excited about what they are planning. Of course, something that I'm not interested in, but which you guys are probably interested in, is Battle Royale. They are still planning on bringing in a Battle Royale system into the game, but for now, the main core of the game, the survival aspect of the game, is their focus. So they will also start looking at that only when they come out of early access into beta, which will probably be somewhere between the middle or the end of the year, for all you guys that just want to kill left, right, and center. So guys, yes, that's basically it for the plans that they've got for the future, and it's very exciting. I must say, I am very, very happy. Okay, I'm excited about the map that's going to be completed and the docks that they're going to add. I'm very interested in seeing how that island's going to look like, with the bridge that's going to the island. And I'm really hoping they bring this amalgamated company that started all the shit. If they can bring that company into the map, that company's headquarters can be on that island or something like that, it will be really awesome. And yes, if I just go over all the things, they're there for us with Twitter and Discord. They're telling us exactly what they're planning for the game. They're going to complete the map. They're going to bring in repair kits that everyone asked for. Farming is going to come into the game that everyone's asked for. They are working on an in-detail temperature system, which is very complex, but which is just going to make it more rewarding for us. Players won't be able to exit the server and come back in, if they had bleeding markers on them and stuff like that. So the persistent stats is a very important aspect. Prone will be a great thing for snipers and campers, but just makes it more realistic. It's not about the camping or the sniping. It's to enable you to do everything that you would do, in a realistic environment, which, like I've said a million times, is Miscreated's main point. More base parts. I'm very interested to see what that is, and I'm glad they're still working on that. And of course, the inventory UI. Very, very excited about the inventory UI. Can't wait to see what that looks like. The clothing sets, of course, will just give us a breath of fresh air. And then the vehicles, the fact that they're going to improve the handling is very important for me, because the vehicles, especially the dirt bike, they need to focus on that a lot. The dirt bike was one of the things that I absolutely went ape shit about when it came out. I thought it was going to ram over the whole island, and get my suspension going. But yeah, since they're working so in depth with the temperature system, I'm sure they're going to refine that dirt bike system so to make it as immersive as possible, as fun as possible for us. The Steam features and achievements is a great addition for new players. The AI system with the new AI characters is what I've been asking for a long time, and they are working on it. Now, how long exactly this will take, I'm not sure, but like they say, they want to get out of early access within this year, so I'm glad we're moving to a point. Now, to end this off, guys, remember your review on Steam. If you haven't made a review, go make a review now. Okay, let's support this game. Okay, there's a lot of players who have a misconception about Miscreated, or they played it in the years ago, when it didn't have a lot of features. Let's bring the guys back, who were playing this game, and just support the game. Okay, we want more players on the map. We want more challenges, and we don't want this game to die. Okay, because I'm crazy about the game, and I'm sure a lot of you are as well. So let's support the development team with those Steam reviews, and go on to Discord, give them a few ideas about the workshop. They said any ideas will be welcome. And yes, let's be excited, guys. For everyone else playing all the other games, tough luck for them. I think I've got 10 hours in Daisy, that's about it. But Miscreated is definitely a game that I would have created myself, with all the aspects that it's got in it. And I'm really excited about the future. And I'm really happy that the devs are listening to us and moving this game, in the right direction. So yes, guys, that was a bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but I hope you enjoy your day. I hope if you haven't got the game, get the game. And, if you want to chat to me, join on my Discord server. Cheers, guys. Luthais. Have fun.